Hello, everyone, and welcome to Influential Leadership Tips. My name is Dave Miller.
And I'm John Hadley. And Dave, what I wanted to talk about a little bit was a follow-up to discussion about leadership through less action, and this is around quiet leadership. Um, Remember Jim Collins' book, Good to Great? And
You love that book, man.
yeah. And so he has these great, insights as to what it was that separated these companies that just were good from the ones that became great and stayed great over an extended time. And one of the cores that came through was these were not the flashy CEOs that we read about in the news. These were quiet leaders, very dedicated, very focused on a mission. And they simply maintained that focus. They brought in people who would have the same focus. It was that flywheel principle about pushing really hard on this huge stone until it starts to spin. And then eventually you keep pushing and everyone's pushing, and eventually it starts spinning really fast. And that's when you notice it. And that's basically what happened with these companies. They were under the radar for a long time. They'd actually been performing. They'd been performing better and better, but they were quiet about it. The leader was not out there. It wasn't Jack Welch doing incredible things that everybody in the industry noticed. They were just sticking to their knitting, being really focused and good.
Not working on branding or advertising and like with a big loud megaphone, but
right,
doing their thing and letting that do the talking.
Yeah, and so I think same thing happens in general. As leaders, we sometimes feel like that means we have to be jumping up on the table and shouting and doing all these things to inspire the troops, and those can be called for, and inspiring the troops can be great. But you don't always have to be doing that to be an effective leader. Sometimes it's more important just to be modeling the behavior that you want. I'm going to respond a lot more to seeing you operate in a certain way than to hear you talking about how everyone should operate in a certain way.
I think it's really the combination is the most powerful, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. If you're talking and your behavior doesn't match, you're going to lose your following big time.
Right. Or even if you just simply you talk about it all the time, and you just do a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a disconnect. It's so much more powerful when you do it a lot more and talk about it occasionally, talk about it when it's appropriate. So I think the balance needs to be more towards the modeling than the telling. And I think focus is really powerful too. If I know that you are focused in a certain direction, that no matter that you continue to stay this course, I'm going to go along with you.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm afraid that you're changing course a lot, I'm not sure what course to take. So I guess I would have everyone think this week about how much are you modeling what you want people to do? How much are you showing this quiet focus in what you do versus feeling the need to constantly say it and do the more active things to demonstrate it? And you find that balance where the balance really should be much more around showing that you really do it versus saying it should be done.
Yeah. Actions speak louder than words, right?
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to share this week.
Very good. Great tip, John. So we'll see you next week. And in the meantime, be influential.